In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about setting up payments on your Shopify store. Whether you are just starting out or you are already selling online, this video is going to help you to make sure that your setup is well optimized. We will cover what to use, what to avoid, and what to do depending on where your business is located, so that at the end, your payments are set up correctly and you are not leaving any sales on the table. Let's start first by talking about Shopify Payments. Shopify has its own payment processor and it's called Shopify Payments. And if it is available in your country, it should be always your starting point. And here is why. With Shopify Payments, you can accept all the major payment methods like Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Discover, Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, and even local payment options depending on where your business is registered. And since it is coming from Shopify, everything is managed directly inside your Shopify admin. No third-party dashboard, no extra accounts, everything is managed within the same place. But the biggest benefit of Shopify Payments is that you don't pay transaction fees. You only pay the card processing rate. So if you are in the US, for example, this could be 2.4% plus $0.3 if you are on the advanced plan. If you are in the UK, the numbers would be a little bit different and so on. The exact rate depends on your country and on your Shopify plan, but it's always cheaper than using a third-party payment gateway. Because with the third-party gateways, Shopify adds on extra transaction fees on top. 2% for the basic Shopify plan, 1% on the Grow, and 0.6% on the Advanced. And that adds up fast, believe me. Now, if you are selling internationally, this is where Shopify Payments really shines. Using Shopify Markets, your customers can browse your store, see prices, and complete checkout all in their local currency. And if you want to know more about how to set up Shopify Markets, I highly recommend you to check this video on my YouTube channel. In there, I talk in details about how to sell internationally using Shopify Markets. Having a fully local customized experience can have a great impact on your store conversion rate if you are selling internationally. And showing prices and checking out in local currencies is a very big part of it, and Shopify Payments allow you to do all of this. Now the key question is Shopify Payments even available in your country? Well, Shopify has been expanding the list of countries where Shopify Payments is available very fast. It's now available in over 30 countries, including the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, and so many other European countries. I will link to the official list in the description below, so don't forget to check it out to see if your country is there or not. In case your country is within the list and Shopify Payments is available, I want to invite you to continue watching this video with me. But if Shopify Payments is not available in your country, I want to invite you to skip all the parts until part 6 where I talk about alternatives that you can use. If you have Shopify Payments available in your country, setting it up is actually super simple. You will need your basic business information, your registration details, your VAT number, things you already have if your business is already registered. From your Shopify dashboard, you go to Settings, you go to Payment, and you click on Install Shopify Payments. And a few clicks and your Shopify Payment Gateway would be installed. As simple as that. Now there is something that so many people miss. Shopify Payments offer local payment methods, but the ones you get access to depends on the country where your business is registered, not where your customers are. So if your business is, for example, registered in the UK, you will have Klarna under the local payment gateways. But if your business is registered in the US, Klarna won't be available by default. But the good part is that those local payment methods are shown at checkout based on your customer's location. So a customer in France sees different local payment gateways than a customer in the Netherlands, for example, and so on. You don't need to configure anything extra for that to happen. It works automatically, and that's perfect for conversion. It's very important for customers to be able to see the local payment gateways. Customers in France are used to different things and different payment gateways than customers in Germany or in the Netherlands or in the UK. So it's very important to make sure that your customers are getting the familiar experience they are looking for. As I said before, Shopify Payments include most of the common payment gateways like Apple Pay, for example, but you still need to add some other payment gateways like PayPal and Google Pay. Those are very famous and people like to use them. A huge portion of shoppers, if not all of them, especially on mobiles, don't want to type in the card information. They want to tap a button and buy directly. And that's why express checkout is extremely important. And we experienced that with Apple Pay, for example. In order to offer the same experience for PayPal, you have two different options. Either you include PayPal as a third-party gateway, which is not the option I recommend, or you include PayPal wallet within Shopify Payments. If you include PayPal as a third-party gateway, Shopify charges you the extra transaction fee on every single PayPal order. And not only that, it will mean that your customers need to leave the checkout, sign into PayPal, and come back again. On the other hand, adding it inside Shopify Payments avoids that completely. It will also shows up in the express checkout bar at the top of your checkout page, exactly where people want it to be. Now for Amazon Pay, you must install this as a third-party payment gateway. And you can also do that by going to Shopify, setting payments, and add a third-party payment gateway. Shopify will giving you the instructions step by step to add any payment gateway, and almost all the time they are super simple to follow. Now, if you are doing serious international volume, Shopify Payments can start to be annoying, especially when it comes to the rates on the currency conversion. Currency conversion costs can start eating into your margins. And there is an option that might be better than Shopify Payments in this case, and it is Airwallex. Airwallex is an official Shopify plugin that adds a global financial layer on top of your store. The key advantage is something called like-for-like settlements. So you accept a payment in, let's say, euros. You hold euros and you convert when you choose, or you can even use those euros to pay for your suppliers directly on euros. This is not the case with Shopify Payments. Shopify Payments will directly convert any amount of money you receive into your store default currency. And they are going to use their own conversion rate for currencies, so you don't have a lot of flexibility in there. This means that with Shopify Payments, you don't have control over when to convert your money and if you want to even convert it in the first place. Airwallex is supposed to offer a solution for this. I've never used this payment gateway, honestly, but I've seen so many people recommending it and I've heard so many good reviews about it. So I recommend you to check it out. I will link below in the description to a full comparison between these two different payment gateways. So I want you to look at the article and decide what's going to work best for your business. Do your research and make sure that you are choosing the payment gateway that will save you the most possible. Now we reach the part that I know so many of you are waiting for it, and it is, what would you do if Shopify Payments is not available in your country? And it's not available in so many countries, like even in the UAE, for example. If Shopify Payments is not available in your country, the best next option, in my opinion, is Stripe. Stripe supports the widest range of cards and payments methods, including Apple Pay, and it is available in far more countries. You just need to create a Stripe business account, and with the same logic, you go to your Shopify dashboard, setting payments, and you just add Stripe. The payment gateways that might be available will change depending on where your business is located. So you can always go to the payment section within your store and see what payment gateways you might find in there. In my experience with most of my clients, we use Stripe. But in case Stripe is not available in your country, or you are looking for something even cheaper or better, I invite you to go there and see if you might find something better. Stripe is a great payment gateway, but whenever you use a third-party gateway other than Shopify Payments, you are going to be paying more on transaction fees, because Shopify adds an additional transaction fee on top of everything, and it's 2% for the basic plan. This transaction fee you won't pay if you are using Shopify Payments. But here is what you need to understand. Stripe's processing rate is actually very competitive on its own. The reason that total cost ends up higher if you are using Stripe versus using Shopify Payments is that Shopify adds its transaction fee on top, which is 2% if you are on the basic plan. That's what makes the real difference, not Stripe's rate itself. So this means the more volume you make, the more you will feel this cost. Remember, one of the most important things that makes Shopify Payments special is that Shopify don't add additional transaction fees on top. In addition to the transaction fees that you pay if you are using Stripe, there is also a currency limitation. If you are using Stripe, your customers are going to pay in your store default currency, not in their local currency. And this is a limitation that you can't solve. The only way to be able to allow your customers to pay in their local currencies is by using Shopify Payments. So if Shopify Payments is not available in your country where your business is registered, you must live with this. So what we do usually to solve this problem with clients who are, for example, located in the UAE. In this case, we don't have Shopify Payments, so we must use Stripe. And since we know it's really not very nice and not very good for conversion rate for our customers to see prices in a weird currency that they don't know or in a currency that they are not used to, what we do is that we install an app that do the full conversion on product pages, on the home page, on the cart page, up until the checkout page. So let's say you are shopping on a UAE store, you would be seeing everything in your local currency, and we add a notice to the cart page saying that although they are seeing the full amount in their local currency, at the checkout they must be checking out in AUD, for example. So what happens is the following: a customer will see the price on the homepage in euros, for example, on the product page in euros, and same on the cart drawer, but at the checkout they would be checking out in dollars or in AUD if any of these are my store default currency. This is not perfect and it's not ideal because so many customers get frustrated when they see a different currency at checkout, but we can't have any other solution because we don't have Shopify Payments. So with this solution, we are trying to lower the confusion by giving our customers a fully familiar, localized experience and adding the cart drawer note in order to make sure they don't get frustrated at the checkout, but for sure it's not perfect. The perfect scenario would have been to allow them to check out with their local currencies. Now that you have your main payment gateway set up, the next thing that you should be doing is to set up the local payment gateways. And this next step applies to everyone, whether you are using Shopify Payments, Stripe, or anything else. Every market has its own preferred payment methods, and if you don't offer them, you're losing sales. So for example, in the UK, you have Klarna. Buying now and paying later is expected, not even optional. In the UAE, for example, we have Tabi and Tamara, and they are very dominant in the market, so it's very important to add them. If you are selling in Lebanon, for example, or in the Middle East, offering cash on delivery isn't just an option, it's often a requirement. For cash on delivery, because I know that you might not want to show it for all of your markets, there are apps that allow you to show or hide cash on delivery by market. So if you want it, for example, to be available for Lebanon, but not for Germany, you can set this up. The rule is very simple. Research the payment preferences of every market where you want to sell, and make sure these payments gateways are available on your checkout page. And never assume that what works in one country works on other countries. Every market is unique, and the more you can cater for every market in a unique, special way, the better your store conversion rate would be. Finally, I want to talk about some extra features that I think they are worth mentioning. Most people set up their payment gateways and never go back into the settings, but there are a few features inside Shopify Payments that are worth knowing about, especially if you are scaling. First, you have the gift cards. You can create and manage digital gift cards directly from your admin, including custom expiration settings. This is a simple tool that can drive repeat purchases. Second, Apple Wallet passes. Customers can save digital gift cards straight to their Apple Wallet. This is a small detail, but it keeps your brand visible on their phone. It's nice, it's modern, so why not to check it out? Then you have the POS integration. If you sell in person, if you have a retail store, Shopify Payments synchronize with Shopify POS. So in this case, you would be managing all of your inventories, all of your sales, all of your numbers from the same dashboard. And finally, you have the manual payment methods for bank transfers or any online payments. You can configure these directly in your admin without needing any third-party app. So this is everything you need to do about payment gateways on Shopify. Now let's do a quick recap on everything that you have learned in this video. First, check if Shopify Payments is available in your country. If it is, set it up. It's your first best option. Second, add PayPal and Amazon Pay. For PayPal, I recommend you to add it within Shopify Payments. Don't forget this. Now, if Shopify Payments isn't available in your country, use Stripe or any other third-party gateway that's available in your country, but always be aware of the extra Shopify transaction fee on top. Always add local payment gateways for every market you're targeting, including cash on delivery where it makes sense. And if you are selling internationally, don't forget to check Air Wallets and compare their rates with Shopify Payments to find the best option for you. Your payment setup can greatly affect your store conversion rate, so it's better to get it right. If you liked this video, don't forget to smash the like button, to subscribe to my channel, and to hit the notification bell, because in this way you will get notified every time I publish a new video. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section below, and I would be more than happy to help you out. Now, since you watched this video, I want to invite you to check these two videos on my YouTube channel where I talk about checkout page and how you can increase your store conversion rate. Both of these videos are extremely important, so see you there.